Hello everyone. Previously, we had seen what streams are, right? So now we'll continue with the annotations in Java, right? So what are annotations? Annotations provide metadata about classes, methods, or fields. Basically, it enables runtime processing and enhancing the code readability as well as the maintainability, right? Let's see this with a very simple example. So I'll just come here, let me right click, hover on new and create the Java class, right? I'll just give annotations example. Let me hit enter. What we have done here, we have defined a public class named annotations example. Next, as usual, we'll create the main method, right? Public static void main. Just give args here. So what I'll do, initially I'll define a class name deprecated example. So I'll just come here. For the reference, I'll just write define a class named deprecated. This is fine. Deprecated example. Right? I'll do one thing. I'll just copy this one. Class, what we're doing, we're defining a class name deprecated example, right? I'll just paste the same thing here. Here, let me make use of the annotation deprecated. So I'll just give deprecated. Basically, what this does is it marks the method as deprecated, right? I'll just give public void old method. Yeah. So what I have done here, we have defined. So what we have done here, we have defined an old method, right? And let's print some random relevant message. I'll just give the method is deprecated in my case, right? So what we have done here, we have defined a class named deprecated example. Basically, we have made use of the annotation at deprecated. What this does is it marks the method as deprecated, right? So after that, what we have done, we have defined an old method and we have printed a random this one, a random message. In my case, I have given the method is deprecated, right? So next, what I'll do, I'll just come here and let's create an instance of deprecated example. How we can do that? I'll just give deprecated example. Let me call this one example. And let me give new. Sorry, this has to be capital D, right? Deprecated example. So what we have done here, we have created an instance of deprecated example. Now, after this, let's call the deprecated method, right? So I'll just give example dot old method, right? This one. So did I miss anything? No, right? Everything is correct. So let's run the code. Let's wait for some time. So we are getting the output. The method is deprecated, right? So again, I'll tell what we have done. So initially, we have defined a public class named here annotations example, and we have called this one main method. After that, what we have done, we have defined a class named deprecated example here. We have made use of the annotation deprecated, which marks the method as deprecated. After that, we have defined an old method here, and we have just printed some random relevant message to this example, right? After that, inside this one, what we have done, we have created an example, instance of deprecated example, finally calling the deprecated method, this one. So the output we are getting is correct, right? The method is deprecated. This is working completely correct. So next, let's go with the enums. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.